Ziggs is really hard for this composition. Like you're setting well the GS up for the same failure that he's encountered in previous games with this INVATE roster. Because Ziggs Xayah don't want to do anything during the early game. They want to sit back, they want to scale, and you've got this full engage like you were talking about from the Rakan. It's gonna come down to what they draft cat type again. It's gonna come down to, okay, well, Ziggs and Xayah aren't gonna be relevant for the first 10 minutes. How do we start the snowball rolling in those two lanes? How do we, especially with the Ziggs, get him to an early game lead so he can start one-shotting people? And when you first pick something like a Ziggs, you're kind of opening up for Flash Wolves to build their entire draft around countering that. Case in point, they're going to go ahead and grab themselves the Ahri in mid, a direct counter, a duelist that can really threaten this Ziggs. And they've got the Varus down bottom, who hard counters the Xayah by just outranging her and out-damaging her.
Yeah, exactly. So the start of the big fives, meanwhile, we're looking at a proactive early game Flash Wolves once more. And look at the German for pick. This is one of these soft for Varus, just because, again, very low mobility. So I can imagine that Eason may opt for probably getting Gragas or maybe default for not Varus lane.
Yeah, if you go something like Lee Sin here for INVATE, I see a win condition on the horizon, but they go for Jarvan, who doesn't have someone who can hard counter with that.
I'm curious to see where we go in this draft, because you do see the Jarvan and the Riven locked in place, and it's interesting because, you know, the Lee Sin has been let through. It's been played both times. Opposite teams have been attracted to it, but the Lee Sin just does not seem to be too appealing here for different reasons, right? You don't want to pick it into the likes of an Olaf and a Gragas. On the flip side, INVATE are feeling like, well, we don't want to try and jump into that backline given the amount of damage that they have. So the curveball's been thrown, the Darius is there, and we got ourselves a much different draft, but playing to the strengths really of Flash Wolves once more.
Yeah, I don't see how INVATE start a fight here. I think it's really hard for the Jarvan, because the Jarvan is the main theory. This is a cattle comp where Jarvan starts a fight and you follow up on the Jarvan's AoE lockdown with the Ziggs bomb, with Xayah feathers, and you just kind of throw AoE into the people that are locked down. How do you lock down the Varus? How do you gain access to the Varus in this composition? I don't see it.
Yeah, final thoughts, Riku?
Yeah, I mean, it's usually the answer, right? And it's also a big two birds in one stone. You play the Cataclysm just for the Ziggs, and as well as to punish low mobile champions that can't exactly dash. We'll have to be forced to use a flash, and that means the Varus is going to be vulnerable.
Well, we're going to find out if the Varus will be vulnerable, because we're going to throw it back to our casting team to see if it is match point or if the reverse sweep is actually on. Take it away, guys.
Well, we're one game away from Flash Wolves taking a slot onto the grand finals up against INVATE Esports, currently here in the lower bracket finals. How are you doing, Omo? What are we seeing right now? What do you think about the composition?
I wish I could lie to you and tell you I was great, but I'm pretty underwhelmed by these games so far. The first games that we saw of the day, Divine Esports, that was amazing. I loved it. They were so aggressive, so willing to take chances, take fights. This time around, Flash Wolves, they're winning the game. Game 2 was even kind of dominant, but they were just slow, passive, inactive, and I just didn't like that from them. I didn't like that look. This time around though, I still think Flash Wolves have a lead, but remember they're playing their 0 win rate Darius here, so this might be INVATE's game to come back.
Well, maybe we can actually change things up onto that 0% win rate for Sarah here onto the Darius.
Hopefully.
Make it a different storyline for the Baron lane.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be hopeful of that happening, but of course we have to keep in mind that this is game 3. This is match point. If INVATE lose this, they get knocked out, so a lot of stakes riding on this one. We have to see both of these teams and what they can actually do to perform in this game. I do like that the analyst touched on how Ziggs was a little bit counted here. The Olaf and Ahri combo can do very well at running you down. Another thing to keep note of though is I actually really do like the Flash Wolves bottom lane matchup. I think it's a super hard counter, with Varus doing extremely well into Xayah, and Gragas always being able to check the Rakan engage with body slam. So a very good duo down there. So we can kind of leave Ysera to his own devices to just farm, play weak side, to get low resources and just try to survive.
Yeah, and I'm expecting a lot of pressure once again for Flash Wolves.
Infinity, he added E level 1, he added third skill, he added apprehend level 1. That's how safe he's playing. Anytime Riven's jumping on me, I'm apprehending her and walking away. This is too much, man.
Well, He wants to change history. 0% win rate no more.
He's-
Win rate no more.
I feel like level 1 Apprehend Darius just tells you all you need to know about Flash Wolves and how safe and passive they like to play. Oh, nice charm.
Look at Charm though. Actually coming in from Bruce.
Wrong way.
Followed up. Cookie
No.
will get the kill. The satchel charge was towards Cookie.
Oh, he satchel charged himself into the Olaf. One of the things you hate to see the most, he didn't get himself away. Still has Flash, still has Barrier, tries to save them both, and results in him getting picked up with just an Ignite committed from Bruce. That's not a good start here because we talked about how Ari, she can really take over this matchup if she gets a lead. Bruce did very well in the last game. Will he be able to repeat that? We might see a fight here.
Yeah, we might see it because now it's going to be Charm once again coming in from Bruce onto Golden Feet. Isara comes into the party as well. This might be a 3v3, but look at Rakan actually going through as well. This actually forces out Flash Wolves to back away.
Yeah, it does force Flash Wolves to back away. That will just be just the first blood. They're not gonna get the invade going on, but it's fine for now. Ysera hasn't died yet. He hasn't got a gank yet. He's trading pretty well. He's gonna get to crash his wave and get a nice reset off as well. So it should be a pretty decent situation for Flash Wolves.
Yeah, actually that space that Flash Wolves did coming from Cookie going for the jungle invade into the blue buff. Yes, he did not particularly get it, but it left the bot lane open for Locking and Eason. And so far, when you're looking at that gold, it's actually looking that great for Flash Wolves.
Yeah, it's looking okay for Flash Wolves right now. It's not the best scenario from what we've seen in the last 2 games. It's also not the worst scenario, right? If we run back through the last 2 games of what's been going on, Invade in game 1, they took good individual leads in lane and they used that to go and have a decent mid game until they made mistakes around rotations, lane assignments, and Flash Wolves just outplayed them on the map. Game 2, Flash Wolves were the team that dominated the early game. They took leads in every lane. This time we're seeing a more even game tree here. So with that in mind, I'm quite curious to see how it's going to play out when we go into the mid game, when we start to head into these 4-minute team fights.
Still aggression because Cat Type doesn't have any information that Cookie
But
is
he's
on
playing so
here.
safe.
But yeah, he has his game sense on.
Yeah.
I have spider sense. He
Yeah.
has it. He knows it. Look at Cookie. Now actually showing himself up into the top lane.
So he doesn't need to
not
find
gonna
anything
poke.
there. They just really want to keep him away from this turret. And there we go. Mega Inferno Bomb just to clear out the wave. That will allow Ketchup to...
Though 15 seconds up, it will be the Rift Herald and the Infernal Dragon. Without the ultimate from Belby, it's going to be much more harder to deal that AoE damage. We'll see though if Flash Wolves will continue to push this through immediately when the Infernal Drake or Rift Herald comes up.
Yeah, I think this one is going to be pretty exciting to watch. Both of these teams, they are shaping up, posturing for a 5v5 here. What the Jess, we didn't quite point this out, right? He's back on his Rakan, his key pick, his signature pick, which allows him to carry games. Prior to today, I believe Rakan was 11-0. After the matches we saw today, I think it's sitting around 12-1. Not undefeated, but still a ridiculous win rate. And I would be so sad if I see What the Jess lose on it yet again. So we'll have to see how it goes. Seems like Flash Wolves, they're going to start this one off.
Yeah, it was a 1v2 currently.
Oh,
Wada
yeah.
just in Golden Feet has the information that Bruce is there, but look at that. Bruce is manhandling this Infernal Dragon, but Golden Feet will not be able to lock him down. That's good. Cataclysm not going to be available. Eason follows through. 3-man knock up coming in for Wada Jess. Good counter engage, and Invade Esports
boy.
take its back with a 2-kill. 3-kill.
Boy. Hey, the bombs from Belby come in, and Ysera, he wants more here, but I don't think you're going to find anything, my friend.
Yeah, he's not
Oh,
going to be
boy.
able to do
Here
so.
we go
Invade
again.
Esports wants to go for more grand entrance. Knocks up on Isara. That's going to be another kill for Invade Esports.
Infinity, are you getting deja vu? Because I am. Flash Wolves, when they picked this Darius Olaf team comp and they try to walk it in, it never works. They're trying it again here today. No discipline whatsoever. While they go for the Rift Herald, the rest of the team tries to contest. Bit too hard for the Dragon. All die. And then Ysera and Cookie, they try to walk in 2v5. This is egregiously bad play. And Flash Wolves, they should be ashamed.
Yeah, it's a gap that Invade Esports is taking down because into the barrel lane, Isara would not be able to get that early lead that was known for him when he picks up the Renekton into the barrel lane. So I think this is the barrel lane gap so far. Not exactly it, but you see how Isara has been playing. Using this Darius, he's actually quite a bit late.
Yep.
But we'll see. Because this is too early. I think Darius is a snowball champion. If he can scale out in this early game to bring it into the late game, I think there's still an opportunity to bring this back.
I think that is true, but it's still a little bit of cope, right? Because this Olaf is a champion which really needs to be finding leads, finding avenues in the early game. Darius, sure, he can perform in late game team fights, but he is a champion that I would say spikes around the mid game as well. So it's not like Flash Wolves have a lot of time on their hands too, right? They have some late game, but they really need to be finding leads, especially with this Varus Ari. I feel like both of these champions also get outscaled. So Flash Wolves, if you're getting dumpstered right now, it's not going to get better.
Look at what a Jin Golden Feet duel with the Cataclysm and all the grand entrance. 1 HP for Eason, still not going to be alive, but that will be one hit. And Eason will say goodbye, but Flash Wolves though actually tries to get the hit. Chain of Corruption and arrow will miss, and Kazita Ruler will be alive with 1 HP.
He does it. What is this? Cookie is still here chilling with Visera in the Baron lane. They're gonna just try to walk it in once again.
Actually, they're diving through. They want to get this kill. Guillotine will get the reset down. Isra will get the kill down, but look at Belby. Huge damage potential to pull through Luden's echo.
They can kill him. Why are you running, Cookie? Oh, Cookie, you could have killed him, man. Okay, you know, coming into this tournament, I was all like, Flash Wolves are great. Flash Wolves are amazing. These guys are veterans. We should cheer for Flash Wolves. They're so afraid to do anything. They are so scared to make plays. Flash Wolves, they get a little bit of a kill. They get a little bit of a lead with turrets, but they're still behind in goal. And in INVATE ESPORTS, they are still in the driver's seat here.
Yeah, and look at the Eason though and Bruce. You know what? I think they heard you. You know what? Don't tell us we're not being decisive here. We're going for that early aggression, but they opt to back away.
And they do just back away. I mean, Flash Wolves. I feel like I've heard Flash Wolves back away like 60 times in the last 3 games of Flash Wolves. So it seems to be a very common trend for them. Cannon surviving the Inferno Bomb means that they will get this turret. Flash Wolves even up the goal.
Yeah. And I think this is what Flash Wolf wants. You know what? Get all the kills that he wants. INVATE ESPORTS, we're going to get the objectives. We're going to get those turrets. And we're going to equalize those gold. And with the Rift Herald, we can potentially get our third turret. But look at Code and Feet. Actually goes in for the flag and drag. Will not be able to go in for the knock-up. What a Jess comes in to the rescue. Goes in for the grand entrance onto Eason. That root there coming from Zaya. Big thing coming in from Bruce. Actually locking him down with 1 HP. Not going to get that kill. But Sarah once again. Bye.
Look at the health bars of Flash Wolves. Cat Time nearly pulled out the fancy moves there. Buffering the wind slash with his flash. Would have been so nice if it worked out. Unfortunately, doesn't quite get the kills. Only your Sarah would drop. And it's still a pretty even scenario. But we should see the members of, I think it's going to be INVATE who are going to get to the dragon and secure the river first. It's going to be a bit scary here for Flash Wolves.
It's going to be indeed. Because INVATE ESPORTS has the first dibs onto the bot side river. Flash Wolves actually now being pinned down. Look at Cookie forcing out the Ragnarok because of how Wadages has been playing this out. But there you go, Mega Inferno Bomb forces out Cookie. That will be the 1 HP, but Flash Wolves with a counter engage gets kill down onto Cold and Feet. Now Flash Wolves 4v4 gets another kill down, make it a double, make it a triple. That will be the 2-for-1, 3-for-1. Flash Wolves takes it back in game 3.
They do indeed. Locking gets slowed here. Won't be able to find the snipe on Belby. I feel like he could have tried to wing it with a piercing arrow, flash buffer situation going on, but he was a little bit too conservative. Will not go for it. And that means that if you do not kill Belby, you do not touch this mid turret. So once again, Flash Wolves and their passivity, their unwillingness to take risk comes back and bites them, right? They find a winning team fight, but if Locking went for a risky play, he still has barrier as well, keep in mind. If he tried to snipe Belby, if he kills Belby, they would have been able to get the mid lane turret as well, and that would have been a big influx of gold for Flash Wolves. But the name of the game for the Flash Wolves is, we're gonna play it slow, guys. Let's take it slow, let's take it easy. Probably should rename their team to something like the Flash Turtles, But we do see Dragon get started up.
Oh no, but look at here in INVATE ESPORTS though. Is looking at a contest into the Ocean Dragon. Water just goes in for the quickness and the grand entrance goes for the knock-up in. Mega Inferno Ball, a lot of damage coming through. That will be the kill onto Eason. INVATE ESPORTS once again gets a kill. But Flash Wolves, look at Bruce into the sidelines with a flank.
Oh, Cat Type.
Zones away Belby, and Cat Type still gonna be alive though. That gonna be bruised. Low. Very, very low. Sarah will also retreat. Flash Wolves cannot do anything. That will only be the 1-for-1. Invade Esports taking all the dragons.
Yeah, and what the Jets with a solo kill onto Ysera. Infinity, do you know what you're watching? Because I sure as hell do not.
Well, I am watching a kind of a safe play here for Flash Wolves.
Yeah.
Not traditional that we see.
Yeah, they give up
from them.
I don't know, man. Like the whole last 5 minutes with both of these teams posturing for Ocean Dragon has just been deja vu, right? Flash Wolves not setting up properly, walking in, getting caught. I'm willing to take risk. And Invade, they just roll the dice at every avenue. And this time, it comes up on top. They get hits, you know, and they will be able to get the dragon, get a couple of kills, and pull ahead to gold lead yet again. Lock King, no flash.
Golden Feet.
He has no
Actually
flash.
wants this. Water just follows through with a charm and also the knockup. That's gonna be an easy kill for Invade Esports onto the ADC. Locking will go into the grave 6 feet under.
Like, that should be Eason's chance to save his marksman. He body slammed the Jarvan, but he was unable to get the cast to follow that one up. Knock Jarvan away so that he can't cataclysm your flashless marksman. A bit of a failure on both Locking's positioning, as well as Eason's ability to peel for him and keep him safe. So I feel like both sides dropping the ball here as Flash Wolf, they lose Locking yet again.
Yeah, and I think Rakan from Watergist from Invade Esports is just so dominant. Even as a support, he pulls this off on a massive team fight. That quickness from the grand entrance, his initial setups, his defensive capabilities for his team is absolutely insane. And I think when it comes to the next game, if it comes into the distance of 4 games in the series, I think Flash Wolves really has to respect this Rakan.
Yeah, Flash Wolves has to respect the Rakan, even though it is 1-1 this series.
Look at
Ooh, Bruce!
Ooh, good charm. Good Orb of Deception. Puts him at low HP, but Kazita, Ruler will still be alive. Bruce is now on the edge. His Golden Feet is coming into the backside. Quickness to follow through. That's going to be potential kill. And Golden Feet secures it. And Flash Wolves will lose their mid lane.
He gets the charm, but it's not enough. And you know what's so frustrating to me here, Infinity? Look at the buddies. Ysera. What we're doing, and they were trying to someone please to me why your Olaf is following your Darius into the lane with Riven where he can just get away. Why not have your Olaf follow your Ahri? It's just so infuriating watching Flash Wolves play sometimes because a lot of their decisions make no sense, and this is exactly what we're seeing this game as well.
Yeah. It is something really that Flash Wolves needs to do. I think currently they're playing sort of a solo play style.
Yeah.
You know what? Go for that early aggression, tries to get the kill, but the problem is Invade Esports is just hovering around their side of the map. You have that river as a cut edge for Invade Esports. You know what? This is our territory. You don't need to pass it through. And Flash Wolves, if they go overboard, it's Invade Esports' signal to take the kill.
Yeah, it is indeed. And once again, Ysera making his way over. I want to see Ysera catch waves and rotate instead of having him be the focal point of Flash Wolves, instead of having Cookie waste his time trying to kill the Riven, honestly. Please just follow Bruce around and enable this man to make picks with Ahri. That's all I'm asking from you, Flash Wolves.
Yeah, that important charm needs to connect. If they could disable how Rakan keeps on doing this, I think Flash Wolves can definitely take this down because they have a lot of single targeted CC chains. Right?
Yeah.
They have Chain of Corruption, the charm coming in from Ahri. You have Eason with a body stamp. Pretty much every single thing with a single targeted CC is all over the place for Flash Wolves.
Yeah, and once again, they are unable to take this mid lane turret down, right? They're unable to touch the turret at all. I don't think the HP has dropped at all even since like 10 minutes ago because they can't get rid of Ziggs, and Ziggs does this so well. Oh no, Cold Feet.
Oh, look at the Eason going for the body slam as well. The explosive cast to follow through. Golden Feet will say goodbye. That's going to be Flash Wolves taking the from Invade Esports.
Jungler does drop, and this is going to be big, right? Locking gets some poke onto the back line. No reset from Ysera means they can't go all in. They have good positioning set up, and Ziggs is trying to poke.
Apprehend actually locks in onto Cat type. That's going to be a good engage, but look at Ysera's HP. He is down 1.
What?
And Bruce will say goodbye as well. That will be a great kill coming in Invade Esports, and Flash Wolves needs to re-engage. They get the kill down onto Cat type. Great kill coming from Flash Wolves, but look at Kazit, a Ruler. He wants to go for it, but he is going to get pinned down. That will be the counterattack from Flash Wolves once again, getting the kill onto the ADC with Bell B trading that off with a Mega Inferno Bomb.
And that will end up being a 3 for 2 in favor of the Flash Wolves, but Bell be full health. half mana. He's gonna be confident. He's gonna be happy to just keep pushing out the waves. He's gonna set the tempo for INVATE Esports as Flash Wolves, yet again, they are gonna be on the back foot despite getting more kills.
It's just the initial setups going in for Flash Wolves and INVATE Esports overall. Now let's take a replay on what just happened. Amo, what do you think about it?
Now let's take a look at this, alright? A lot of it does come down to cat type and the angles that he finds prior to this. But this was just an int, man. He miscalculates the distance of his flash Q3. Kazuta as well. Way too aggressive here. He flashes in with no backup. I feel like what the Jazz wasn't on the same page as him. If not, he could have dashed in as well. And that just means that, you know, it's a bit of an overextension. Cat type and Kazuta lose their lives for no reason. Belby kind of manages to salvage it a little bit, right? His Ziggs is starting to do an absurd amount of damage here. But what is this? Golden Feet wants to solo this one out.
Isra is just over the corner here. You have Cookie also here as well. Flash rolls. This might be the next 5v5. Mega Inferno Bomb to initiate that damage. That's good quickness. Going for the Grand Entrance. Double man knock-up. Cataclysm to follow through. Huge CC for INVATE Esports as they take 2 away from Flash Rolls. And now Flash Rolls need to think, are they going to push this through? Bruce is here onto the flank. Goes in for the charm, but Bell B stays his enchant. Delays the time that he is alive. That's going to knock off once again. Isra will die. That's going to INVATE Esports stay in the lead. And Flash Rolls doesn't have anything remaining. Bruce still wants to go for more, but what do you have left? It's gonna be INVATE Esports taking the Mountain Dragon, and they're gonna take it home with 3 kills.
3 kills, Mega Inferno Bomb for good measure, chucking Bruce even lower. And Ysera, I just don't understand. It's driving me crazy. Why do they keep picking this Darius? It does absolutely nothing every single fight. Olaf as well, dying without using Ragnarok. Darius dying without using his dunk. I have no words, right? I'm speechless. It's a 2-man show right now. Bruce and Locking, they're trying to do all the work, but this Olaf and Darius, which is supposed to run in and clean up the fight afterwards, are doing nothing, which means that INVATE, they are having a field day, right? They can just front to back, drive and lock you down. Ziggs throws the bombs, Zaya throws the feathers, and you're good to go.
Yeah, it's a field trip coming in from Flash Wolves. They just want to explore. They just want to see what opportunities arise. But INVATE Esports, they're not going for a field trip. They're going for the dungeon explore here. They're going for the raid boss coming from Flash Wolves. They want to beat down the wolves. Even if they are a pack of 5, you have INVATE Esports just dominating with 5 as well.
Yeah, and Ysera trying to go for a bit of an all-in down cat type. Doesn't find anything. We'll just back off. Here we go. Cat type 1v2.
Yeah, Flash Wolves actually comes in. You have Cookie though. Cat type takes his enchant, delays the time that actually
he kills them both.
Alive. The flash for Flash will be there. The stun, the ultimate will get the kill onto Isra, and you have one just coming to the fray as well. Knock up will be there. Quickness with a charm. Explosive cast will actually delay. Flash Wolves will keep him alive. Cookie will die, and Golden Feet will lock him down for safe measures. Now with the flag and drag goes in for the knockup as well. Water just once again with a good combo knock-up, and that will be another kill for INVATE Esports. That will be the 4-4-1, and Flash Wolves has Eason, the only one remaining for their team to defend.
And a pathetic display there from Ysera and Cookie. This Darius-Olaf combo with the 0% win rate strikes again. INVATE Esports, I think they should be honoring the MVP. Whoever does the drafting for Flash Wolves seems to not realize that Darius-Olaf does not work for them. And maybe they need to have a pair of eyes if they want to win the next game and take this series 3-1. But now, though, INVATE Esports, I feel like this game is in the bag for them, right? It's the dominant performance. Cat type 1v2. It's pretty much signing the death note for Flash Wolves. Baron as well, 10,000 goal lead. They should be able to run at home with this.
Yeah, and there are a lot of things to look at on why INVATE Esports has huge probability to win this, right? They have 3 dragons already. Flash Wolves has none. INVATE Esports has, what, 8k gold lead, 9k gold lead? Flash Wolves, huge deficit currently. So you just have to look at that, and INVATE Esports is pulling this through. A while ago, in the early game, Flash Wolves had that opportunity because they got 3 turrets, while INVATE Esports only has none and only 1 dragon, but now it's a different story.
Yeah, this game is really a different story. I mean, across the board, INVATE, they're finding leads. Belby's not dying on the Ziggs. Cat type is going insane on this Riven. That's a pick which definitely has to be taken away. They're running it back. They're trying again.
Sarah, Cookie, combo. They're trying to get the kill. Cat type is on 1 HP. He's still gonna live though. Almost
goodness.
dying for Isra. Ignite will burn him down. Cold and Fit to follow through with a Cataclysm bringing him down. And Cookie tries to run away with the Ragnarok. That is the only thing that he can do. But a Mega Inferno Bomb bring him down. That's gonna be the double kill from Bell B. And Invade Esports takes it home with 3 kill out of that. And they're pushing through a top lane.
They're pushing through the top lane, and I think this is gonna be game here for Invade. They have the Ziggs to just bust down the turret. Xayah has a lot of DPS available. Look at the size of that army, Infinity.
Yeah, it's what, 6-man army going in for the Nexus base. Water Just is also here to lead the pack. That's gonna knock up Invade Esports. Bring this into game 4.